What if a single conversation, a single shift in perspective can change the trajectory of your life? Would you believe it? Standing here, I am reminded of the very crucial moment that changed the course of my life, the very beautiful moment where I chose to be an entrepreneur. Hello, everyone. My name is Anooja Bashir. I am a seasoned entrepreneur, startup mentor, diversity evangelist, TEDx speaker, also um, LinkedIn influencer, author, above all, mother of two amazing kids, Ahil and Afri. So, here I am to speak on the combination of perspectives, how they influence your life, how they bring positivity towards your life. People always believe the combination of extremities can usually create destruction or disintegration. I totally differ in that because when managed, maintained, and balanced well, this extremities, the extreme perspectives, can fuel growth, prosperity, happiness, anything and everything that's beautiful, except chaos. Now, I'm here to talk on perspectives of extremes, emotion and logic, failure and success, creativity and technology, dreams and realities, ignorance and awareness, individuality and group. So let me just give you a small basic script of my entrepreneurship journey. So for me, entrepreneurship was a journey where I encountered, endured, experienced struggles throughout. But one beautiful thing, the life lesson I learned, the understanding, the right perspective, what I came to know was about the perspective of the word fear. Fear is, for everyone, it's fear everything and run away. What I learned was that the only solution for all your problems is to face everything and rise up. I also learned and realized one more beautiful thing in this journey. The moment where you gain strength even in your vulnerabilities, that is the specific moment where you discover the powerful version of you. So, let's talk about perspectives first. What is perspective? In the world, we can see bad things, good things. How do people define it? People define it on the basis of how they perceive it, how they view it. For some, when they see problems, they feel that they're going through depression, they can't handle it anymore, and they enter into deeper problems. On the other hand, for some, these problems or challenges are opportunities where they leverage in benefit of them and bring the best out of the situation. So these are two perspectives, again, how people take it. So coming to emotions, a very elated word. How many of you think that being emotional makes you vulnerable? Because this has been taught from us from the childhood. When you take a decision, when you make a choice, be logical, don't be emotional. I've been taught, okay? But I'm a very emotional person, by the way. Still I am. So let me ask you one thing. Don't you think emotion is that powerful element which pushes you, which drives you to achieve your passion? Don't you think it is that strong element which makes you break all the barriers, even when you feel you cannot do it, still it does for you. And where the whole world tells you you cannot do it, where the whole world tries to bring you down. Again, it never lets go of your dreams, even let you make impossible possible. Then tell me, how can emotion be a weak element? For me, emotion is such a strong element, which when I combine with my logical traits, I evolved as an accomplished entrepreneur as well as a strategist. That's my profession, strategist. I'm a brand strategist and a marketing strategist. So, emotion, when combined with logics, definitely can bring in magic, can turn things, can change the tables, can do such wonders. It can make every impossible possible. Again, coming to my second combination of perspectives, individuals and group. So, have you noticed one thing? World always celebrate individuals, forgetting the power of togetherness. I don't know, I've always seen that. But how can you forget? Behind every leader, there is a group of people. How can a leader exist when he doesn't have a tribe? It's always told to us, leaders are born. According to me, leaders are made. When there is a tribe, a leader is automatically, a leader gets evolved. And unless you have a tribe, a leader cannot actually lead. A leader is not a person who controls. He actually leads. So there should be a connection between the leader and the group. When the leader and the group combine, they evolve as a phenomenon called team. Together, everyone achieves more. My simple philosophy of life when it comes to team is, the strength of me is my pack, and strength of my pack is me. As long as that is there, there is nothing we can't do. So that is the power of team. So my simple conclusion is that unless without a leader and without a team, both cannot exist individually. The combination actually do wonders. Now, coming to the point of what you call the creativity and technology. Many of them has asked me this question multiple times. Being a brand and marketing strategist, how come I am the CEO and co-founder of tech companies? The answer is very simple. Me and my co-founders believes in the ideology that business can be consistent, scalable, sustainable only if creativity and technology go hand in hand and fuse together. So I am one of the experienced first-hand person who has understood the collision of perspectives can bring in wonders. That is the reason why from multiple startup failures, today I have accomplished startups. This is the answer to it. Again, I need to tell you one more important thing. Failure and success. Failure is a word which people get negative when they hear it. Trust me, failure teaches you a lot of things. Usually, we hear that, we should not take risks. It's been taught to us, don't take risks. Be logical in your decisions. My question to all of you all is that, if people don't take risk, would the clan called entrepreneurs will survive in this place? Of course, they've taken that risk. No, that is why entrepreneurs still exist and they're doing wonders, they're doing miracles. They're contributing towards the economic growth of the country. Not only country, the whole world. So, taking a risk. You should take decisions, choices on your own. No matter what the outcome is, don't think of it. Because if you don't take, time and others will take for you, leaving you helpless and hapless. So, coming to the failure part. The absence of failure never can make you successful. It is a wrong notion. It is a response to failures that creates a channel for you where you can become successful. In my case, whenever I faced failures, I followed an approach called pragmatic approach. It's very simple. If one method didn't work, other methods should work, might work, would work, should work. So, the thing is that failure and success are two sides of the coin. A person can enjoy success truly only once he or she has failed. I enjoy my success so much, I celebrate it so much because I have endured what is failure. So, don't take failure as something which is not something that I don't want. It's a learning curve. It's a lesson which will teach you a very lot of things that can make you realize that there is something deep within you. Even you might have not thought about it. And from there evolves the best version of you. Again, I would like to mention something on dream and reality, another perspective. So, dream and reality are very contradictory words, right? For me, dream is more like a plan, and reality is implementation or execution. Because I'm an entrepreneur, I always use that kind of jargons: plan, implementation. So, I always tell my team, if you have a solid plan, doesn't mean that it will work. It can work only if the team has a unique vision. Individually, each member might be talented, skilled, but unless they perspectives, different perspective aligns in such a way that they have a unified vision of understanding the customer needs, understanding where they should position their customer, that is where the game begins. And once you do that for your customer, your venture, your firm, your startup will evolve as a brand. So these are some of the perspectives which are very kind of like extremities these are. But from my personal experience, I've always felt that extremities do go hand in hand. I do have extreme personalities in me, but I have tamed in such a way that always I'm balance in it. One more thing I've noticed is that in case of perspective, with time, perspective changes. It's not even years. Decades ago, women were not in this ecosystem. Today, see, they are innovators, decision makers, great contribute towards the ecosystem. Scientists, what not there? There was not space for them earlier because of the rooted patriarchy. But today, you will see women evolve so beautifully, so courageously, becoming the decision makers in the pivotal decisions of the ecosystem as such, beyond the social expectations and their own self-doubts. So this is also something which I've noticed, that as time changes, perspective also changes. Now, out of all these things, we have to understand something. We live in a world where are increasingly connected, but dangerously divided. We build walls, we don't build bridges. We choose comfort zones, we don't like uncomfortable conversations. So that is a big problem. So you have to understand that that is where diversity comes in. Being a diversity evangelist, I believe that diverse voices, diverse challenges needs to be addressed, because that is when the real magic happens, where stories, struggles, and visions collide, where everyone gets an opportunity, where different perspectives come in, and then you understand every angle. Now, the question is that nexus of perspective demands one thing. Are we really fulfilling it? It's called empathy. As I say, leaders, they do not need empathy. They should not be compassionate. They should go by rule books. It is not like that. They need to understand. They need to have empathy towards their people. Empathy is not just listening. Empathy is understanding. It is just sitting near someone who has lived a life nothing like yours, but then having a conversation. Tell me your story. Tell me how world looks like for you. If you can do that, then that means you have evolved. You have really evolved. So, I now leave a thought to all of you all. If in your workplace, would you invite an idea that makes you uncomfortable? My question is that how do you react? In personal lives, if you have sorted voice that challenges your beliefs, would you be comfortable with that? Again, this society as such, can we celebrate this society as a messy, complex, with a lot of beautiful tapestry of perspectives? Do you think it would work? This is a thought that you really need to brew, because this is something which we really need. Because we need bridges, we need connectors, we need people like you and me to bring everyone together so that we live in this beautiful world with peace, balance. So, if we can do that, I think we really can make a change. As I stand here, I am again reminded I am not an individual who does not have a clarity, who's not confused. I believe I'm an individual who has thorough understanding of the people surrounding me, understanding their perspectives. I think that keeps a connect between us. And that's kind of like very powerful. Let's build a world where perspectives collide, where rather than creating chaos, let's build a harmony. Diversity is not a buzzword, it's truly a way of life, it's an anthem. For us entrepreneurs, we truly believe in perspectives because we are not only profit driven people, we are also purpose driven people. So I believe that leadership is not anymore power, it's also purpose. So when we start seeing world in a very different angles, the nexus of perspective teaches us something. Not to only see world differently, but to change it. Thank you.